All right, thank you for staying with us. It's time for us to move on now. Of course, you know, you can catch up on Sunrise Daily every morning. That's the early morning tonic for you. But I've just been corrected. 2 teams actually went on the road today, match day 4 of the Nigerian Professional Football League and got points. We're talking about Kano Pillars. They went to Umuahia and got a point. And we are also talking about Rangers that went to Warri and got a point. Last year, Rangers went to Warri and beat Warri Wolves at home. Yeah. This season, it's better for Warri Wolves because they were able to stop Rangers from going home with all 3 points. All right, guys, let's take a look very quickly at match day 4 of the Nigerian Professional Football League. I think we should start by taking a look at the results of all the games played. We were at the Agege Stadium today. Only, I've not seen such top quality, high tempo game in a long time. MFM. Returning to winning ways, beating a very youthful, enterprising Sunshine Stars 2-1. Dramatic encounter. Sunshine ended the game with 10 men after Sunday Abbey was sent off. But that was a good game, top quality, high standard of football that we saw today.
Totally agree with you, Tony. Highly exhilarating. You know, I think we have to commend Nayana and Coach
Golden Nayana, the chairman of MFM.
Yeah, the chairman and the Coach Fidelis Ilechuku, you know, for putting up that kind of performance. This is the first season in the Premier League, and the players were so fit, you know, were so mobile, and you know, the cohesion was there. And for Sunshine Stars to, you know, I think they will feel hard done that they could have picked some points away from home, maybe some lack of concentration towards the end of the game. But the 2 teams really gave a good account of themselves. Maybe some controversial moments too in terms of officiating. Some said that straight red card to Sunday Abbey, the captain of Sunshine Stars, you know, she was too harsh on the player, that it could have been a caution. You know, but all in all, on the strength of the game, the balance of, I think it was a good game.
All right, yeah, I'm going to come to you, but let me just run through the results. Wiki Tourists were truly at home. They were really rampant at home. They hammered Plateau United 3-0. That game was played in Bauchi. Lobby Stars also truly at home. Remember, we saw Lobby.
Oposu with a brace.
Oposu now on 4 goals this season. Lobby, we saw them over on Sunday in Lagos against Ikorodu United. But they've gone back home and they were in good form, beating Academy 3-0. Shooting Stars hammered MFM 3-0 in Ibadan on Saturday. But they traveled away from home and they went to Nnewi and they were hammered by the multinational Ifeanyi Oba. And guess what? All 3 goals, no Nigerian on the score sheet.
Allied Forces.
Allied Forces. Allied Forces.
Ivorian, Brazilian.
That's how it goes.
United Nations.
Ivorian, Ghanaian, Brazilian. And the hammer Shooting Stars. But for Shooting Stars, it was Wasiu Jimo. Yeah. The guy who got the hat-trick.
4 goals now.
Now on 4 goals, just
got
like
the consolation.
Yeah, that's the one. And then Aqua United have bounced back from the disappointment of crashing out on the continent. 3-1 over Heartland of Owerri today at the Nest of Champions. Abia Warriors have not been able to beat Kano Pillars a long time. And today it ended goalless in Umuahia. And then Warri Wolves Rangers also ending goalless. Tornadoes of Mina recording their first victory of the season, beating Nasarawa United by 2-0. And Giwa also recording their first win of the season with a 2-1 win over Rivers United. So first victories for Tornadoes and Giwa, and Pillars, Rangers picking points on the road. Yeah. And you had Lobby and Wiki going 3 goals.
4 teams actually did that. Scored 3 goals.
3 goals. 3-0 win for Lobby and Wiki.
You said it. The home teams were truly rampant. You know, I think some of us got carried away with week 1, and we thought we were going to. But I don't know. Maybe it's too early to start saying it. You know, it's good when you see away victories, and it seems it's not coming as well.
Oh, you said it. It's not as if we are obsessed. It's not as if we are obsessed with away victories, so that referees will now deliberately want to make the away teams to win.
If the away team is better.
If the away team is better, they win. If the home team is better, they win.
You know. I actually wanted to see Aqua United's response, and for me, I think it was good. Got good goals. You know, I thought, you know, the hangover of crashing out on the continent will probably still be on them, but did themselves good by winning that game. All in all, you know, there's really nothing that surprised me, and particularly Warri Wolves. I don't know. Well, you guys will say it's early days, but you know, I rate Warri Wolves highly, and
they are struggling to score goals this season. Last season, they were scoring a lot of goals. They were the highest goal scoring
One of
side
the games
in the
they lost, even the coach was saying, if not for Dele Ajiboye,
that was, yeah.
I
it
think
would have been
in all the
worse.
matches they have played, I read the reports. I think Dele Ajiboye has been
The standout performer.
spectacular for the team. Perhaps they would have considered a lot of goals. But in terms of goal scoring, when you lose your service, like what happened to Dolphins 2 seasons ago, you lost the highest goal scorer. You are supposed to get a replacement that is almost at par or even better than the players that left, but they didn't do that.
They lost a lot of good players.
Very good players.
Stanley Dingba, Bola Salami.
We saw Stanley Dingba today.
Yeah, I've not seen Abu Aziz, Ikechukwu Benegu. So they lost a lot of good
These
players.
are quality players and
Quality players.
No doubt.
But I'm sure they will get a good replacement. But there's one more game tomorrow. Let's talk about the game tomorrow. That game will be between defending champions, Enyimba. They will be home to Ikorodu United.
Home at Umuahia Township Stadium.
That's where they play?
Yeah, that's where they're going to play.
They're not going to play in Port Harcourt?
No, Umuahia Township.
So this game will be played at the Umuahia Township Stadium. So it's home away from home for Enyimba.
No, better than Port Harcourt because Umuahia is in Abia State and it's closer to Aba, their base. I think the government just wanted to save costs because if you're going to play in Port Harcourt, you're going to spend more. So they said, okay, play since we have a stadium in Umuahia.
So they play their league games now
in
Umuahia, but their continental games will be in Port Harcourt.
In Port Harcourt.
All right, so that's the game tomorrow. Don't forget, we spoke to the coach of Ikorodu United. You had him on the show yesterday. He says he has a little surprise for Enyimba, and he prays it works. And he told us that we will hear the result of that game. Of course, we'll hear the result. But we'll wait for tomorrow to see what kind of result Ikorodu will be picking from that one. All right, Oye, I want us to talk about shooting stars. But before I talk about shooting stars, my producer, Dunodio Konta, is informing me about Abia Warriors Chisom Chikatara, Super Eagles striker Chisom Chikatara. And I think the story is that Chisom Chikatara has been unveiled as a player of Wydad Athletic Club of Casablanca. And I think this maybe settles a lot of arguments about whether the guy is still going or not, Yemi.
Yeah, it does. At some point, we're already hearing one Russian club got into the mix. At some point, they said this deal was off. Some of us saw him.
Now we are seeing Chisom being unveiled now.
Yes, so
it's Chisom we're seeing now.
It lays everything there. And some of us, thanks for the correction the other day, some of us, when we saw him play for Abia Warriors, concluded, okay, it's off. But you quickly pointed out that, because of the season arrangements right there. But I'm happy for the young man. Beginning of new things for him. Our players kind of lose their way in North Africa. I don't know. Recently, they kind of lose their way. But I'm hoping it will be a stepping stone for Chisom and probably get to Europe and play in the big leagues, because I don't want the bright stars to get into North Africa and before you know it, some of them want to come back home. Some of them, are just stuck there.
Yeah, their wages are not paid, and the Sagona Igodalo had a problem. He came back, and then they resolved it, and he went back. Going back and forth, really not good for the player. But the good news is that now we've seen Chisom himself being unveiled. The last time it was some officials of the club that we saw posing with officials of Wydad.
Now we're seeing
the chairman of the club and the legal advisor were the ones we saw. But now we're seeing the real Chisom. So I think that means for us a sign that maybe that deal has eventually succeeded. We wish Chisom the best of luck as he goes to Wydad club. But he's going on loan. You talked about the arrangement.
Yeah.
He's going, and then he's going to be back.
He's actually going to start playing
at the end of the season.
Eligible to play in the 2016-2017 league season in Morocco. So it's going to be around
this
for
season.
Abia Warriors till maybe around June before he will now leave for Wydad.
Okay, all right. So that's the story around Chikatara.